Happy good morning. Okay, so this is real life. It is 8 a.m. and I was going to do a video. Oh, hopefully the blanket doesn't mess it up. Do a video today on my favorite Christmassy coffee recipes that I've been enjoying for the past 2 months because I'm that girl who has hot chocolate every day. And well, it's a mocha, but because it has coffee. But yeah, I've been doing that, enjoying it, and have been able to lose 10 pounds over the last 2 months. So I thought that this would be a fun video to share with you. I started my, already made my espresso. I wanted to show you this mug. It's one of my favorites. I just bought it at, where was it? At Marshall's a couple days ago. I got this at Publix yesterday when I went to the market, and it looked really cute. So I'm just sharing this as a fun Christmas one to try. I have not tried it yet, so if you have tried it, let me know. It says it's coconut, caramel, and vanilla. Hopefully the TV is not too loud. The kids are watching a movie. This is the espresso that I make. I enjoy it a lot. It's actually from Italy, and I just have this thing where I love buying things from Italy. But it just so happens, I mean, when I bought this, I did not know and that it was from Italy, and until afterwards, when I was serving it to my in-laws, and they really liked it, and then I just was reading more about it and noticed that it's from Italy. So delicious. I was thinking of making the coffee in this one today because fancy. Okay, so I like to do my coffee what I call abuelita style, which means grandma style. I do not heat up my milk in the microwave. I like to heat it up in the stove. And in order to make sure that my serving is not too big so that my calories are consistent and my macronutrients are consistent, I do measure it every time because that just works for me. I'm not good at eyeballing measurements off the top of my head. So I put 1 cup, sorry, I did that kind of fast. 1 cup of the Fairlife fat-free, ultra-filtered milk. This is lactose-free, and it's 50% less sugar, 50% more protein, and no growth hormones. And let's see, I wanted to tell you how much protein it has. 1 cup, which is this much, has 13 grams of protein. So that's a lot more protein than regular milk. Let's test it and see, because I do have a regular gallon. Let's do a regular gallon of lactate milk. This is 2% reduced fat milk. And it says the protein is 8 grams for 1 cup. So almost double compared to that one. And this is regular 2% milk that my husband drinks because he doesn't need or like lactate. And oh, the picture's all messed up. This is an organic one, I think from Publix or from Walmart. And it says, oh yeah, 8 grams. 8 grams of protein for 1 cup. So the Fairlife has more. So if you are like me and prioritizing protein while you're losing weight so that you don't lose muscle, then that's a nice option. And if your tummy gets a little upset with milk, that's another reason why it's a good option. Okay. The next thing I do measure out, because I do tend to get a little sensitive with caffeine if I have too much, is my espresso shot, which is already prepared. I have it over on the side. I love this espresso maker. I've had one for like the past 12 years. Buy them on Amazon. I do 1 shot, which should be 1 ounce. This is literally all I use this thing for because I do not drink alcohol, I should say. I drink water and milk. And the occasional poppy probiotic, what is it? Probiotic soda. So 1 shot of espresso into my cafefe, as I like to call it. Which mug should I use? Leave a comment and let me know. I think it would look prettier for you to do it in this one, but prettier for me to do it in this one. We'll do it in this one today, and maybe I'll move it over. All right, so this, whenever my mug is cold, I like to put it in the microwave for 30 seconds to warm it up. However, this one is not microwave safe, and it is not dishwasher safe. So I don't heat this one up usually. Actually, is it microwave? No, it's not microwave safe. So what you can do if you have a mug like that, I think it's because this one is whatchamacallit, it's matte, so you don't want to mess up. It's a matte finish, so you don't want to mess up the artwork on it. You just boil water. Boil water in a tea kettle and pour it into the mug, and you can warm it up. That way your coffee doesn't cool down too fast. It's at 40 degrees this morning here in Florida, which, as you can imagine, is quite cold for us here. So I'm grabbing, that's why I had that on. But right now I walked over to grab the last two things for my favorite peppermint mocha. That's what we're making. I'm a little scatterbrained because I didn't want to be wasteful and just make this out of routine just to like make it and toss it. So it's 8 in the morning and I'm having my coffee. So I'm a little all over the place. I like to use this Dutch processed chocolate. I use about a teaspoon, so times 2 if you want it extra chocolatey. And then I use this one fruit sweetener. It is a white sugar replacement, and I believe it's made with monk fruit and erythritol. I got it at Walmart, and I think that this tastes a little better than powdered stevia, but I could be wrong. I think what I like about it is it's a 1-to-1 ratio for sugar, so it's just easier. You know, if you usually put 2 tablespoons or teaspoons of sugar in your coffee, you could do 2 of this. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's not as sweet as regular sugar, that's for sure. And then I put a little teeny tiny bit of peppermint. You don't want to put too much because that would suck and it would taste disgusting. So what I usually do is I'll pour a little bit in the cap, and then I make sure to put a little bit in the milk, in the coffee. The last two things that I like to add are, oh, I wanted to try something else today. I will try it, but I'll let you know that this is not something that I've ever put before, and this is going to bump up the calories. But I went to Aldi yesterday. Was it yesterday? I went to Aldi, and the day before I'd gone to Publix. I go to Aldi to buy milk, excuse me, not milk, meat, because meat at Publix is so pricey. But if I saw this and I just had to try it. It is a white chocolate peppermint bark coffee creamer. And I might add a little splash of this. It says 1 tablespoon is 30 calories. I would not even add that much. I'd probably do a half a tablespoon or a quarter. I should measure it just to be safe. But I'll do that separately and later because that's not something that I've actually been having. What I have been having is this fat-free Ready Whip. I put about 2 tablespoons, although I don't really measure it. So just to be honest with that. And then this is the last thing I put on top. I love these little containers. They say Nelly on it. But I got it at, I think, TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Ross. But I've already pre-made cinnamon with sweetener in it. So it's not sugar. It's not cinnamon sugar. It's cinnamon sweetener. That's not the one I put in it. I don't remember which one. But I put this on top of the mocha chocolatey, as I like to call it. I did about one, that was like not even a full teaspoon. I'm gonna have to, too much. Okay, I think I did 1.5 teaspoons. It should have been the sugar first because now this is all full of chocolate. So I'm gonna rinse that off. Pro tip, do the sugar first. I usually do 3 teaspoons, which is a tablespoon, but I just don't switch. I don't want to get something else dirty. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon of my sweetener. Then I did the cocoa. Dutch process tastes really good. Okay, now this is where you want to be careful not put a little bit in there, and I'm not going to even put all of that in here. If you don't like a lot peppermint, you really want to make sure to be careful with that, because there have been times where I've put way too much and it tastes horrendous, and I drink it anyway because I hate wasting the milk and everything like that, but it does not taste good if you put too much. Something that you can do if you don't like artificial sweeteners is just do stevia, because stevia is natural, it's not artificial, and you just have to really play around with getting the flavor right and not putting too much, because stevia is extra sweet. This is something that I used to do, which is use stevia drops that taste like chocolate, which I might do that because I think the monk fruit is not sweet enough for me. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's see how that turns out today. Again, that's 0 calories and it's 0 sugar, so it's not going to technically spike your insulin or anything like that, which I'm not diabetic, but I don't want to be either. So I try not to have too much sugar, especially since I'm, 40 pounds overweight. We got to be careful. I haven't used this last mug in a while. It's actually from, let me do it slowly. Please don't shatter. Please don't shatter. Yay. I have, what I was going to say, I got this from Dollar Tree. That's what I was going to say. And we got some chocolate there at the end. And now, that was definitely more than 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons, maybe closer to 3, of whipped cream. And then, since this doesn't have the thing to make sure you don't overdo it, you gotta do it carefully. And look, it's looking amazing. Where is it? There it is.
It does look amazing.
Doesn't it look amazing?
Yeah.
Let's do a little taste test. I changed it up. So the way it is,
I'm excited.
I think without the whipped cream, it's 95 calories. I can't remember. If with the whipped cream, it's more. All right, I'll be back later in the afternoon when I have more energy and more makeup on, and I'll do my afternoon iced version protein coffee. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, bonus clip. I wanted to try this. It says to shake well, so I'm gonna do that. Is my mic okay? Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. It's shake weight. Okay. I don't want to disrupt my whipped cream too much, so let's see. I'm gonna push a little bit of the whipped cream over, and then do just a little splash. I don't think it'll need much more than that. There's another creamer that I used for my cold coffee. It's a different brand. Let's see. That changed the flavor, yeah. So, tastes delicious. It's just very mild. I didn't put that much, so I would imagine if you put a full tablespoon, it would taste really good. Which I could do. I would just have to, excuse me, hold on. I would just have to update the macros on my Fitness Pal and make sure I fit it in and make sure I don't go over my calories. And again, calories is not the only thing. We want to make sure we're eating nutrient-dense foods, so incorporating my fruits and veggies, and then high protein.
I like hugs.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
I put the white chocolate peppermint bark in there. You can take a taste.
Come on, we should make hot chocolate some day and put that in there.
Yeah. All right. It's a little warm. It's not too hot. Take a small sip. Careful, that's a glass mug.
Eggnog?
No, it's hot chocolate with a little bit of coffee. It's called a mocha.
It's good, Mommy.
It's technically a double chocolate because it has the darker chocolate and then the white chocolate.
Hey, Mommy.
Tastes like eggnog to you?
Yeah.
Hi there, back again to make my second coffee of the day. It's 2:23 and we're going to make a cold brew. So I will chat away since I have this mic going as I compile all the pieces. I make this organic cold brew. I bought this glass jar on Amazon and I love it. It comes with the little thing that goes in the middle to soak, your cold brew coffee grinds. But I was just going to show you. This is what I use. It's Busy. I guess that's how you say it. Busy Cold Brew Organic, Smooth and Sweet, Coarse Ground, USDA Organic. And I like that it says time to get busy. So that's cute. Let me show you. Let me rinse it real quick. Don't mind all the dishes back here. We're nonstop in this house. Actually, I don't think you could see that too much. This is my favorite mug that I like to use. Oh, look, ASMR. Favorite mug that I like to use. I got it at Disney Springs last October. Not this past October, the October before. I only remember that because... Wait, this might be a little loud. I remember that because I had rolled my ankle and had like a grade 3 sprain the day before, and we had already planned to go to Disney Springs because we live in Tampa, so we're only about an hour and a half away. And so we had gone there, and it was a fun trip. There was a cold front, so it was like really pleasant in the 60s. And let's get cracking with another Christmas coffee recipe. This one's one of my favorites since most of the time it is hot here, although today it's been in the 60s and in the morning it was 40. But inside the house, and also with all this sweaters and sweatpants on, you get a little warm after a while. So I do 8 ounces of the cold brew. Then, to prioritize my protein and add a little something extra, I'm trying to find the one that was open. Oh, here it is. I get these Fairlife protein drinks from my supermarket, which we have Publix here. It's 26 grams of complete protein. However, I only do half because it's a lot of liquid to drink. I think this has 14 fluid ounces, so I'll do 7. Sometimes I measure it, sometimes I don't, just so that I can track it better. But, I don't plan on tracking and measuring forever. It's just until I really get the hang of what the servings are supposed to look like, and making sure I'm not overdoing it, because that's just something that I've struggled with, which is why I'm 50 pounds overweight. All right, and the last thing I add to this usually is, this is 0 sugar coffee mate. What is it? Peppermint mocha. It tastes delicious. I love me some peppermint and some mocha. And this adds 0 calories. I usually, actually no, not 0 calories, excuse me. It's 10 calories for the tablespoon, but I usually do maybe like half a tablespoon. I don't do too much because I'm not like the biggest fan of the flavor. Like if there's too much in there, it just tastes a little, sorry, let me get lower. It tastes like a little too weirdly artificial to me if I put a tablespoon. I keep stuttering or stammering over my words. I probably put more like half a tablespoon or maybe a little bit less. But that just gives it a nice little extra creaminess and sweetness without sugar. And honestly, to mix this better, I go back and forth between cups. This is a Monster Jam cup we got several years ago, probably in 2019, probably the last time we went to Monster Jam. But I love memories and memorabilia and all of that, so I got suckered into the merch. You can't already tell with all my Disney merch. So before I let you go, let's give this a little sip. These are 2 of my favorites. Delicious. I would love to try it with the chocolate one that we tried earlier today, but I think I'm going to do that maybe tomorrow to give you one like bonus recipe of something that I've actually drank that's really yummy too. I have it all right here actually. I love the flavor of the Quest protein shakes as well. This is caramel. Actually, not of all of them. I love the caramel one. So, to make it special and Christmassy, I actually recently bought some more of this at Walmart a few days ago. So I can actually show you, which is great. And I didn't even plan this. Maybe my subconscious knew I wanted to do this video. Okay, so I'll do 8 ounces of the cold brew. But before I do that, I'll drizzle in this Jordan Skinny Mixes, 0 sugar, 0 calories, salted caramel. I like this. I know not everybody does. I wouldn't do it every day because I do notice that when I have a lot of these kinds of things, I notice that I get brain fog, which can't be good. So if I just do it once a week, like as a Friday or Saturday treat, I don't have that issue. So I'll shake it up really good, drizzle it on the cup, kind of like spinning the cup. Let me show you. I'm not going to actually waste it, but I'll go like this and move the cup around if that makes sense. Then put the coffee, 8 ounces of that. Then put about half of this, which is 11 ounces. So 5.5 ounces of that if you want to actually measure it. Then to make it extra special, you can put the whipped cream that I showed you earlier on top and then drizzle this chocolate. This is Jordan Skinny Mixes, 0 sugar, 0 calories, a double fudge sauce topping. It tastes amazing. So if you are a chocoholic like me, but you also love caramel, this is a delicious combination for a low calorie, get your goals, but enjoy a little treat option. And look how fun and festive all of that looks. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see next on the channel. I could do a full day of eating or like my typical kind of meal prep for Friday. Let me know what you want to see. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.